first person is Joseph Ledbetter. I got a cough. Yeah, I usually have it in my pocket.
Evening, JEDO members. Joseph Ledbetter. Listening to the conversation, I remember 2 meetings ago, Avalanche was here. They said a couple things that I thought were relevant, like poverty was going up, which I could read in the newspaper myself, and that the Census Bureau has said that for the last several years, poverty's up in Shawnee County, and our economic development obviously is not addressing that or working on that. But I also heard tonight that they sought broad input and they were seeking different focus groups. They didn't seek the public. My group was not invited. Citizens for Accountability in Government was not invited to meet with these people. I think we're just as important and just as big as stakeholders as others that they met with, whoever that was. And so the fact that they had a recent contract with Topeka concerns me. I'm more concerned with somebody that's more arm's length and hasn't had as much involvement with Topeka, especially in light of recent changes at Topeka. I've heard some people say some good things about this gardening group, but I don't know. I don't know firsthand. I don't have any knowledge of them. So whoever is picked needs to solicit broad input from the public. That's not just a former chamber president / Topeka president. That is the public that pays these taxes and wants answers and finality to, are we going to have transparency or not? And what are we going to do about that? Because we're going to have transparency. It's coming, it's going to happen. And it cannot be stopped. It's public policy of the state with public monies. I'm concerned when I hear people on this board talk about how much involvement they had at different things that the public was not invited to. The public I'm talking to is fed up with the backroom deals, whether it's in elections or whether it's JEDO or economic development. They want transparency. They want accountability. They want to know where these millions of dollars went. They're not being answered. I myself requested information from Topeka a few days ago asking who they've been involved with this list of consultants that had submitted proposals. And of course I got no answer, as per usual. And yet that's public money. And I have a right to know what they're spending on these consultants. I'd like to know what they spent on Avalanche when Avalanche was here. One of the things that did concern me about Avalanche, and I'm not trying to pick on them, but my gosh, I had to give the answer, not that I had to, but I did, as to why we had lost so many distribution jobs. I remember very clearly they didn't know that answer, and they said, well, we've been here since 2009, and we don't have the answer, Mr. Harmon, as to why we lost some distribution jobs. Fortunately, I had my computer with me, and I looked up an article that I remembered from 2009 where we had lost 550 jobs with Payless. Now, how relevant is that? That a citizen has to answer the question for the consultant because the consultant doesn't know, even though they said on the record they'd been here on and off for Topeka since 2009. Anyway, that's enough of my comments on that. Thank you.